the recent High Court decision, sending back children to Nauru and sending back all these other people, what does that mean for you guys?
Well, look, I think it means that what we're seeing, the Australian government is showing that they have no care and no compassion anymore. But the response to it has been so inspiring, because what we are seeing is people in this country do care and will actually say that they don't care what the courts say or what the politicians of the major parties say, that they actually want to see compassion in our approach to asylum seekers and refugees.
What we've done is, as a nation, through our governments, we've crossed a line, and that line is that we're harming young kids and families, causing them to harm themselves, and those kids will be permanently damaged. Regardless of what the problem is, actively harming young children can just never be a solution. It can never be a solution. And what we're seeing is the Australian community say, enough's enough, and it's time to chart a different course, a more decent and compassionate course. And I think that what we'll see over time is that the politicians will be dragged to a more caring and compassionate position.
What would you say to the other politicians and the Australian public who supported this decision?
Look, I think it is just unbelievable to think that any human being could support a policy that says that we should treat individual children, individual people that are fleeing persecution and torture with this kind of inhumanity. I would say to any politician that supports a policy of locking up children, of locking up asylum seekers, that it is disgusting and it is unacceptable, and they have blood on their hands.
I'd just say let them stay. I'd say it's time to let these children and their families stay. Let's remember that these are innocent people who have done nothing wrong but come to us for protection. We're strong enough as a people to be able to offer them that protection. And I'd just say to all of those people who support this policy, imagine if these were your kids. What would you want to see happen? And I think most decent Australians would say, let them stay.
What can we do to solve this situation?
We've got to contact our politicians, and I would say to each and every one of you, don't be afraid to call your local MP and make an appointment, or just to let his office know that you don't support what the government and the opposition, both major parties, are doing in this country, and join the loud voices which are now coming forward. We've seen hospitals, we've seen doctors, we've seen teachers, we've seen community groups, we've seen investors even saying that they're no longer going to have shareholding in the companies that are contracting to the government in the gulags that we have in Manus and Nauru. Let them stay. That's the message. That's what the poster says. Follow that, and we'll get our message out by the voices getting louder.